A wise old owl lived in an oak. The more he saw, the less he spoke. The less he spoke, the more he heard. Why can't we all be like that wise old bird? John D. Rockefeller used this very often. The father of Stoicism, Zeno of the Citium, quotes, 2 ears, 1 mouth for a reason. And Lao Tzu was bold enough to claim, who knows doesn't talk, who talks doesn't know. Take a moment to think about it. For some reason, wise people truly cherish silence. They just don't admire it, they are genuinely fond of it. Today's video explores the miraculous benefit of being silent. The word I is the most used word in any forum we communicate with the other person. Pay attention when you text someone or on calls. You will know what I mean. I'm this, I'm that, I know this, I know that, and centering attention to ourselves like that never ends. No offense, but most people are like that, centering attention toward themselves. Let me ask you a question. What is the fastest and easiest way to become a better conversationalist? Talking about your favorite politician? Talking about a Ferrari? Small talk? Or talking about the Pikachu meme? Well, people who have read How to Win Friends and Influence People may find it easier to answer, but for those who haven't, let me say this in author's exact words. Dale Carnegie says, the best way to become a better conversationalist is by being a better listener. Be a good listener, encourage them to talk about themselves. Do you really think that they will shed a tear of joy after hearing about your achievements? No. If you think all that bragging about your achievements make people like you, then you are wrong. It's not that they don't want you to succeed, it's just that they don't want you to succeed more than them. Well, that's pretty obvious. Most people are like that, and those who aren't like that wanted more people like you. Ralph Waldo Emerson once stated, the greatest human desire is the desire to be important. When someone is talking to you and if you listen to them passionately, what happens? This exact desire is fulfilled. They feel important, they feel heard, they feel understood. And this kind of passionate listening is hard to get by nowadays, where everyone is preoccupied with their tech and their own task. So when you make them feel important, they have no other choice but to cherish you, and that's exactly what we want. It's a win-win situation for both of us. Let's see some other areas where staying silent really pays. You learn the most when you are silent. Always be ready to appear foolish or stupid if you want to learn something. Epictetus. You see, when you let go of the pressure to be perceived as smart by the others, you can fully engage and deeply understand what the other person is saying, and you can deeply connect with their thoughts. In conversation, when we are more focused on speaking than listening, we rarely learn anything new. Speakers are typically managing a higher cognitive load as they must organize their thoughts and articulate them. It hinders our ability to absorb new information simultaneously. But when we are listening without needing to respond right away, we can fully concentrate on speaker's message without any distractions. This allows us to absorb information more efficiently. So whenever we are in a group conversation, it is always better to stay silent and listen actively to collect all the ideas and give our opinion at last. It gives you more influence. In the book 48 Laws of Power, Chapter 4, Always Say Less Than Necessary, Robert Greene shows us how beneficial is it to stay silent. When you are silent, it covers you with a mysterious aura, and it makes other people naturally respect you. So when we rarely talk and give our opinion on something, they will listen to us more carefully and are less likely to misinterpret what we say. And there is rarely any chance of someone talking over you. You know how annoying is it to be talked over? Imagine your introverted friend on the dance stage for the first time. Wouldn't it catch your attention? So basically, silence gives more influence on things we do. Boosts creativity. In a normal conversation, silence like this becomes unbearable. So to fill in the gaps, we say something in a rush. Since we said something in a hurry, we didn't take our time to analyze what we were about to say. In those cases, we are more likely to say something stupid or something we don't want to say. Silence really is uncomfortable, not only during conversation, it's also uncomfortable when we are alone. To experience this more clearly, just sit down in a comfortable space, close your eyes and focus on your breathing. Yeah, that's meditation. If you meditate regularly, you may find it a lot easier, but if you are new to it, you know the pain, the discomfort. You feel like you'd go insane if you keep it on. Well, meditating is very uncomfortable because our brain hates mindfulness more than anything. A restless mind is not at peace, as the Buddhists call it the monkey mind, jumping from one thought to another. One of the main reasons we hate silence is because silence really is boring. But paradoxically, the moment of boredom might be our most productive moments. You see, when we are bored, our mind wanders, and when our mind wanders, only then we can think for ourselves. If you want to know more about how being bored makes us more creative, I have already made a video on that topic before. You can check that video. Just click on the I button. Almost all of the greatest innovation, revolution, and groundbreaking theories emerged out of silence. Buddha is said to be enlightened when he was meditating under a tree. Steve Jobs often credits his innovative thinking to the silent moments he had. Friedrich Nietzsche, Albert Einstein, Nikola Tesla, and Charles Darwin all did their best work when they were alone and were isolated. When our mind wanders and tries to engage us to something entertaining, our minds start to generate creative ideas to have fun. In this process, it starts to be more creative because we are picky with our thoughts. For a conclusion, when we embrace silence, we unlock the ability to truly listen, learn, and reflect. Silence creates space for deeper understanding, allowing us to observe new ideas. In conversations, it gives us more influence. People are more likely to listen when we speak less, but with purpose. Moreover, silence fosters creativity by giving your minds the freedom to wander and explore new ideas. So next time you're in a conversation or seeking inspiration, remember, silence isn't just the absence of noise. It's really a lot more fulfilling than talking all of the time. Thank you for watching.